Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Y&R the Restless early weekly spoilers find Nick Newman making a move that could backfire and cause chaos during the week of September 9 to 13, 2024 on Y&R. Take a look at the latest spoilers for the CBS Suds Fest. Next week, Y&R daily spoilers show Nick Newman more worried about Sharon Newman. Her current behavior is uncharacteristic and only getting worse. She's lashing out at Daniel Romalotti and Heather Stevens. Plus, she's being rude and snarky to Phyllis Summers. Indeed, Nick knows this is not like Sharon. So, next week, he meets with their daughter, Maria Copeland, to discuss Sharon and how to help her. However, Maria is skeptical. When Nick makes a suggestion on Y&R the Restless, she tells him it feels wrong. He says he knows, but they need to find out if she's taking her medication or not. So it appears that he plans to go through her things and find her meds to see if she is taking them. Of course, this is a giant risk. If she finds out he's going behind her back and snooping, she will no longer trust him. Or, if he gets Maria to do it, he could be putting her in a terrible position. Indeed, if they don't play things exactly right, they could risk alienating Sharon on Y&R the Restless. Then, there's no telling what she'll do next if she feels betrayed and alone. While Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, takes a huge risk with Sharon Newman, Sharon case, a tense situation escalates. At Abbott Chancellor, Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson spirals. He gets into a heated confrontation with Chance Chancellor, Connor Floyd, and gives him an ultimatum. Recently, on Y&R the Restless, Chance told Billy he wants to be his co-CEO. If Billy doesn't comply, he'll leave the company. Next week, Billy warns Chance that if he walks out the door, there's no coming back. So it doesn't look like Billy gives Chance what he wants. Meanwhile, on Y&R, things get worse for Billy when Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, discovers something. She goes to Victor Newman's, Eric Braden, office at Newman Enterprises. He wants to know what she has for him. She happily declares that she has the key to what she believes will be Billy's downfall. Undoubtedly, whatever she finds is extremely damaging on Y&R the Restless. Y&R weekly spoilers promised loads of drama. Tune in next week and see if Nick Newman loses Sharon's trust by snooping on the CBS Sudser. As the drama on the Y&R the Restless continues to unfold, one of Genoa City's most beloved and complex characters, Nick Newman, is gearing up for a move that could shake the foundations of both his personal and professional life. With alliances shifting and tensions rising, Nick's sneakiness is bound to spark a whirlwind of reactions. But will his actions be the catalyst for a new chapter in his life? Or will they lead to a dangerous game of deceit that could hurt those he loves the most? In the latest spoilers, the stage is set for Nick's next calculated maneuver. While he's always been a character driven by both ambition and family loyalty, Nick is now treading in murkier waters, making bold choices that might veer into the realm of morally gray territory. His relationships with key figures in Genoa City, particularly with his family, have been strained in recent weeks, and it's clear that Nick is feeling the pressure of juggling his personal and professional life. While some fans may remember Nick as the charming, occasionally rebellious member of the Newman family, the recent shift in his character indicates he is now taking a more methodical and strategic approach. No longer willing to sit idly by and let others dictate the future of Newman Enterprises, Nick seems to have decided that it's time to take matters into his own hands, even if it means making some unexpected moves along the way. The central conflict surrounding Nick's sneaky maneuver appears to involve his father, Victor Newman. As one of the most powerful figures in Genoa City, Victor's grip on Newman Enterprises has often seemed unshakable. However, Nick has always had his own vision for the company, one that is sometimes at odds with his father's ironclad control. The father-son dynamic has been volatile for years, and while there have been moments of understanding, it's clear that Nick is no longer content with merely being a passive participant in his father's empire. Recent spoilers suggest that Nick is ready to make a bold move within Newman Enterprises, one that might challenge Victor's dominance. Whether it's orchestrating a power play at the boardroom table or taking a more covert route, Nick is preparing to position himself in a way that could change the game entirely. What's unclear is whether Nick is acting out of a sense of ambition, or if there's a deeper, more personal motivation driving his actions. Is he trying to gain leverage for his own future, or is he attempting to wrest control away from Victor, who he feels has long overshadowed him? As Nick begins to plot his next move, he's likely to encounter resistance from those closest to him, including his siblings. Victoria Newman, Nick's sister, is never one to back down from a power struggle, and she might see Nick's maneuvers as a betrayal, especially if he starts to challenge her own ambitions. In fact, Victoria's interest in taking the reins of Newman Enterprises could be a pivotal factor in Nick's decision to take matters into his own hands. While Nick's professional ambitions are certainly at the forefront of the spoilers, his personal life is equally complicated. Nick has always been a character who prioritizes family, but recent events have strained his relationships with his loved ones. A key theme that's emerging in the early edition spoilers is the potential for betrayal, not just in business, but also in his personal life. Could Nick's desire for control spill over into his romantic relationships, leading to difficult choices with his current partner? The love triangle that's brewing between Nick, Sally Spectra, and Adam Newman is shaping up to be a major source of drama in the coming episodes. Fans have been eagerly watching as Nick and Sally's relationship develops, especially given Nick's complicated history with Adam. As Nick's new plot unfolds, it could very well lead to a scenario where he's forced to make tough decisions that impact not only his career, but also the people he cares about the most. Adam, who has always been portrayed as the black sheep of the Newman family, will not sit idly by as Nick seeks to consolidate power. The tension between the two brothers has never been higher, and Adam's ambition, along with his own desires for control within the Newman family business, could fuel a series of conflicts that threaten to tear apart not just their sibling relationship, but the very foundation of the Newman empire. Meanwhile, Sally's loyalty is expected to be tested as she becomes more deeply entangled in Nick's plans. Her own aspirations and need for security could make her vulnerable to manipulation, as Nick's approach to gaining power might be more devious than she expects. Will Sally stand by Nick's side as he makes his sneaky move, or will she become the collateral damage in a larger, more dangerous scheme? One of the most intriguing aspects of Nick's upcoming plan is the uncertainty surrounding his true motivations. Is this a calculated move, one that will secure his future and set him on a path toward leadership within the Newman empire? Or is it a desperate gamble, one born out of frustration with his father's control and his own feelings of inadequacy? Fans of The Young and the Restless know that Nick is no stranger to taking risks, but this time, his actions could have far-reaching consequences. The impact of Nick's sneaky move could be profound not only on the Newman family, but on the entire Genoa City landscape. If he successfully takes control or at least gains more influence, the power dynamics will shift, potentially leading to a cascade of events that could alter the fates of several key characters. On the other hand, if Nick's scheme backfires, he could find himself alienated from the very people he has always tried to protect. It's also possible that Nick's move could force a rethinking of his role within the larger framework of Newman Enterprises. Is Nick truly cut out to lead? Will he embrace the ruthlessness that often comes with corporate power, or will he remain the moral compass his family once saw in him? As with all things The Young and the Restless, the stakes are high and the suspense is building. As spoilers for The Young and the Restless continue to drip-feed tantalizing hints of Nick's next steps, fans are left to wonder just how far he will go to achieve his goals. Will his sneaky move end up being a game-changer, or will it lead to a web of deceit that is impossible to untangle? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. Nick Newman is about to make a bold statement, and the consequences could be monumental. Buckle up, because Genoa City is about to get a lot more interesting.